For those of you who are just tuning in and missed it, shame on you. You missed a really good segment last time around. Just to recap, we've got the coach and captain of the New Zealand under 85 kg team with us, Ben Cinnamon and Jared Percival, president of Sri Lanka Rugby, Pavitra Fernando, Sri Lanka Rugby coach Dushanth Luke, all in the studios. Guys, this is something we just mentioning off air, and we'd like to put it to you straight up. How challenging was the Sri Lankan team for you the last time you were here?
A lot more challenging than the score suggested. It was a tough match. I think there were a couple of moments in there that if we didn't have some good cover defence, there would have been some more tries from Sri Lanka for sure. And we respect what Sri Lanka bring. We understand the strengths of the team, and we're under no illusion of what this team can do. So we're preparing accordingly, and we think it's going to be a good match.
It should be for sure. And Luke, getting back to you, few injury concerns with side Dinal, Pekanak unavailable, Omar Kagunratna unavailable. Big boots to fill. Any news on who might be taking their place?
Yeah, I think those two players are a big loss, and also few other players are going to be full-time involved in the Sevens campaign. So I think it's also a good opportunity for the younger guys to
step up as well.
So I think Murshid Saber might step into the playmakers jersey.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he did a very good job.
He did a very good job in the
league,
club season. So I think him and along with Janidu on the wing, I think
that's right.
We have a decent set of backs to fill in those shoes.
Yeah, there's some good players.
There are some good players for sure. Also, there are now, like you mentioned, the Sevens right around the corner as well. Any truth to the rumors that Sri Lanka are resting more players than they should because of the Sevens and of course the Asiads coming around?
Not really, actually. There are a few players who opted out of the 15s because of the workload. You see, the rugby calendars in the world now are made for two separate squads.
Yeah.
Sri Lanka's been playing the same boys, been playing the same format. And we have boys at we had boys at Sia where they were playing from 2023 to now, non-stop competitive rugby, no break. So I'm sure that's the same with most of the other clubs as well. So what's happened was their chronic fatigue, burnout, and they're getting injuries. It's a vicious cycle. So some of these boys have realized now they got 6-month professional schedule ahead, and they opted out, and that's nothing to do with us. It was a personal choice, and I think they made the smart choice as well, because it's very difficult to play at this level of with now, especially with the intensity of the game. So they made a choice, but then we do have a couple of big injuries. We had actually Dinal was playing. He was one of our main Sevens stars, but he decided to play and he got injured at the warm-up game. And then, of course, Haitian Jansen will be sorely missed as well, because he did his ACL at the final of the grand final. So there is a lot of injuries, but no one's been asked by Sri Lanka Rugby to not play. But they have opted to. Some of them have opted to just play 57s.
It's a personal choice.
It was personal choice.
Right. This one is to you, Ben. Obviously, extremely talented squad. We've seen your squad last year as well. How many of this squad do you see will graduate to represent the All Blacks?
Oh, it's such a tough question to ask. I think I look at it through a different lens.
Right.
This is an opportunity for players that perhaps haven't had an opportunity to follow that traditional pathway through the clubs and National Provincial Championship and Super Rugby in New Zealand.
Right.
And here's an opportunity for them to show their wares in a black jersey. Look, I've got no doubt in my mind that a lot of the players in this team could be professional rugby players in New Zealand of certain degrees or different teams. So I'm just so happy that the New Zealand under 85 team exists and that it's representation of what's really good about rugby. And this grade in New Zealand, this under 85 kilogram grade, which keeps people playing the game and it's another one of those pieces that keeps people involved in the sport from management, administration, coaching, and helps solve some of the problems which we also have in New Zealand, which you mentioned before about people leaving school and wanting to, maybe do something else. Here's an opportunity for them to keep playing.
Wonderful. Right, so I know we've got time constraints, so I'm going to put this last one, since we unfortunately couldn't have the Sri Lankan skipper here. It's going to be Luke and Jared who's going to have to answer this one personally. By how many points do you think you're going to defeat your opponent on Saturday? By 5?
No. It's a very tough one to answer. You know, we sort of talk about leading into this campaign how there's so much unknown. It's so hard to do any scouting reports, look at any footage of Sri Lanka, and even know what side that they're going to put out. So it's going to be a good game of rugby. And I'm not a brave enough man to put a margin on how much either
I
team
can tell you one
will
thing
play.
that is unknown. Number 1 is the heat level, even though it might be at 7 o'clock in the night. Number 2 is watch out for the spicy food you eat the day before the game. That's going to get you.
Yeah, a lot of the boys have found out about their spicy food the last couple of days. Yeah.
Like what happened to you guys in South Africa in '95.
We still don't talk about that.
Luke?
Yeah, from the Sri Lankan camp point of view, I think the boys are really excited because personally, I think for the team it's the closest that they'll get to playing the All Blacks.
Yeah.
So I think the boys are really keen to give their 100%.
Lovely. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here. I want to wish both teams all the very, very best. And I know we'll see a great game like we did. Oh, by the way, last question. So 2 legs for this trophy. Are we doing this like a Bradby format, aggregate of both legs, and then whoever has the highest aggregate takes the trophies? Is that it?
I believe so. Everybody's looking at each other.
Oh, hello. Who's going to get the trophy? All right. Okay. So they'll explain what Bradby format is off studio when you're off air. Great, guys. So lovely to have you here, and all the best for Saturday, both teams.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So the Bradby format's not like very slow. So very slow. Say you guys won it last year, right? So if you go 1-1 this year, you still retain it in very slow. Bradby, you take the aggregate scores, and whoever say first leg was you were 20, we were 10, and then next leg we were say 30, and you were only 15 or something. We go up and win it on there. So I don't know actually. I haven't checked that one. I need to check that one.
Good as low sounds good.
I'm sure.